Welcome to the Global Wellness HQ family of podcasts. We are your international headquarters for resources and ideas and insight in relation to the 9 elements of holistic wellness. Join us as we interview local and international wellness experts and learn how you can implement and improve one element or dimension of wellness at a time. Our experts will share their practical tips on wellness in one of these core areas: emotional, intellectual, occupational, physical, environmental, financial, spiritual, social, or habitual. We created our family of podcasts as a resource for anyone who is looking to integrate the 9 elements of holistic wellness into their daily lives. Welcome to the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Cash Flow Club. The point of today, I want to talk about and introduce the concept of a business budget. And I want to stress the point of this conversation is not to teach you how to build a budget. I'm going to talk to you about why you might want to have a budget. And actually, I'm going to go as far as to say, if you don't have a budget, how do you know you're on track to succeed in your business? I recommend budgets in personal life as well, but I know, it's not exciting. It's not fun to a lot of people. This is something I've spent a lot of time in my life. I can calculate very complex budgets, but really, I want you to have an idea of where your business is at. And I'm going to encourage you, as always, to have a conversation with your bookkeeper or accountant and talk to them about your business budget. And I'm going to say this sincerely. If they're not willing to help you, if they're not willing to have that conversation, you might want to look to find a new bookkeeper or accountant, because if they're not willing to help you with that, what value are they bringing to your business? So I just want to first of all define a budget, and then I'm going to talk about why it's important, and then I'll give you a couple of examples. So what a budget is, it's a comparison between the actual results versus expected results for a given time period. So basically, we're looking at our business and we're saying, did we meet our expectations? What does that look like? And for the record, budget to actual is usually done in a spreadsheet. There are other ways to do it. This is a conversation your accountant or bookkeeper should be able to help you with. But really, truly, there's three components. One is the actual. So you need to have, and I can't stress this enough, up to date real time accounting records. If your books aren't up to date, you can't actively or accurately deal with budget. Second thing is you need to have the plan. So, what does the what do we hope the business will look like? How do we get there? And basically, the goal of planning is to say, last year was good. This year, we want it to be better. Here's how we get there. So, the planning stage can be really, really fun because it helps you get creative. And that's where we love to spend our time. In Cash Flow Club, we'll talk about ways to increase revenue, ways to reduce costs. Again, your bookkeeper accountant can probably help you very well with how to reduce costs. My experience, most accountants don't get into the how do we increase revenue. So that's part and parcel in the Cash Flow Club. We love finding and sharing ways to grow revenue. So that's one of our fundamental things. So we have our actual numbers, we have our budget, and then the third and final thing is the analysis, where we're comparing the actual to our budget. And most importantly, we're looking at reasons for the changes. So let's say our budget was to raise our revenue 10%, and we came in, our revenue was flat, we didn't raise it. We can look at it and say, well, was it because we weren't charging enough? Was it because we weren't selling enough? What was going on? And by the way, budgets, in my humble opinion, should be done at least monthly, at the very least quarterly. If you're doing it once a year, there's 0 point. You're just hoping and praying. The whole point of the budget is we want to see challenges today rather than wait till the end of the year to see it. So a good budget, in my humble experience, a good budget should be updated. And I personally like a rolling 90-day budget. So you always have your budget for the next 90 days. Again, your accountant or bookkeeper can help you with it. But what we're looking for is, if we're going to grow our revenue by 10%, what do we need to do this quarter to get there? If we're looking to reduce our costs by 25%, what do we need to do this quarter to get there? So a budget is not, you might not love it. You might think it's boring, or you think, oh, it's kind of like, it's like going to the gym. You have to want to go. But really, truly, the reason I believe in budgets, the reason I advocate for budgets is it helps business owners plan, which means we can be more proactive and it means we can sleep better at night. So for me, it's a must have tool, because if you're not willing to plan your business, you're just hoping for results. Whereas if you're looking, for example, you want to grow your business, you want to build a legacy, you want to have impact, you want to leave something for your kids, a budget is a really simple way to do that. And again, the budget is part and parcel with the financial ratios and with the key performance indicators. As a manager, as an owner, you should be looking at these numbers on a regular basis so that you know what's going on in the business. And that's true if you've got, if you're the owner, operator, manager, or if you've got a team of managers in place. Everybody on the management team must understand the numbers of the business. If they don't, you're destined for extra stress, extra struggle. So that's my little rant about budgets. If you have any trouble getting your accountant or bookkeeper to sit down and talk to you about budgets, reach out to our Cash Flow Club community. We have budget friendly experts who are willing to work with you to help you create your own budget or to build one for you. Again, we're not looking to make it complicated. It needs to be practical. So as you can see in this little example, there's a budget column, a percentage of revenue that's just for scale, the actual dollars, and then the dollar variance and the percent variance. And then there's room for us to take notes. So it can be and should be that simple. Comment below. I'd love to hear how you use budgeting to manage your cash flow. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our show. We hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we invite you to either click the link below or scan the QR code to register and listen to other episodes of our podcast. Or if you think your business or you would be a great guest to be on our show, we're always looking for experts in one of the 9 elements of holistic wellness. We'd love to have you. You can either click the link below or you can scan the QR code and complete our speaker intake form. Thank you, and to your wellness.